Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Viewpoints. Now, I'm pretty much picking back up where I left off when it comes to signing female rappers, well, female artists, period, and when it comes to potentially rapping sexually eventually. Now, I'm telling you this, like I said, I care about my clean brand and my pure image. I care about I care about moving clean and pure on the internet, moving clean and pure in my music, and so on and so forth. And I care about what the kids hear from me. You ask me, you can't be me and just spew a ton of garbage and then look at the kids like it's their fault for listening to my music or it's their fault for taking what I said literally. You have to, again, that's really against my character. That's against my character. My character is you have to understand your power of influence. That's why I made the Power of Influence album to begin with. You know, that's why I made it to begin with. There's a lot of kids out there who I know we all listen to secular music, or at least most of us do. But like I say, I listen to it so I can as well take what I can from it and put in and use it for a positive in my own music. Now I'm telling you straight up, like I say, I could rap sexually eventually, potentially if I wanted to. But at the same time, I'm just telling you, I care more about what the kids are gonna think of me and what the parents are gonna think of me. That's why I potentially will not do that, But that's why I will most likely not start rapping sexually whatsoever. I could, trust me, I could rap sexually if I wanted to in my music. It's not hard. It's really not hard. But at the same time, I care more. Again, I am a role model and a mentor, and I care about people's image of, or I care about my image and people's perception of me and my image. I care about it, I don't just market myself the way that I do on Twitter and Snapchat for no good reason. I care about my image. I care about what people think of me. But again, like I said in other videos, I don't care about them the word that the word their opinions negatively drive me to the wall and drive me insane. Because I'm a firm believer of God is my judge and my witness, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. I'm firm believers in that, and again, that definitely helps guide me when it comes to a lot of these decisions. And when it comes to saying a lot of these things, and then when it comes as well, knowing the future of, specific songs or specific forms of art, when it comes to, what I want to be portrayed in certain images or whatever else you can put in there. But 2 minutes into this. But as I was saying, I could potentially rap sexually if I wanted to. Honestly, do I kind of want to? Tad bit. But I care too much about my image and what the kids will think of me and then what the parents will think of me, because I do not want kids to be driving. I do not want the kids to be driving in a car with their mom and be like, again, especially if you listen to my song called The Ambassador, where I'm pretty much preaching niece, legitimately throughout the entire first paragraph. I mean, come on. I'm telling you. That's not a good image for my school. It's not a fully good image for my county. Not a full good image for, I would say my state, but definitely my county and my school. It's not really a fully good image. So that's one of the top reasons why I'm telling you why I don't believe. Look again, you have to stand for something real. I swear to God on this. You gotta stand for something real. Try to stand for something God first positive. Try to die for something real and unique and something that you're very passionate about. And I'm telling you, I care about my power of influence. I care about it too much. I care about what these kids are listening to from me, especially when you want them to look up to you, which I do. And I want them to learn from me, so I have to be careful about what I say. I don't want to lead them astray, which is one of the top things that I'm telling you. If you're reading the Bible, it definitely talks about, leading the kids astray. How it's better if you had a. It's written in the Bible saying that saying that if you cause one of the kids that loves Christ, like I'm gonna say like in their elementary or middle school, I'm gonna use those age groups. It said like, well, you can use any age group you want really, but I'm gonna say it's like, say if you choose to lead one of the little ones that loves Christ into sin, it's better if you had, I think, a big boulder tied around your neck and you were thrown into the ocean. I think that's definitely what it says in the Bible. That it says that if you were to try to lead one of the little ones that loves me into sin, it'd be better if it was a big. I think I saw it in a picture in a kids version of the Bible. That has the pictures and breaks down the words in simpler context. I think it says that, but definitely that'd be better if you had a big boulder rock, around your neck and tossed into the ocean. And makes perfect sense, ladies and gentlemen. Because I've said it before, and I'll say it again in another song. 24/7, I live by the fear of God, even though I know I don't always get it right. But here's actually the real verse. 24/7, I live by the fear of God, even though the Lord knows I don't always get it right. But 24/7, I trust in the Lord to help me light it up bright. And I'm telling you, God forgive me if I do ever start rapping sexually, whether I do it in my 20s or 30s, I don't care. What age group, what age I am when I'm doing it. God forgive me if I ever do start doing it. And I mean start doing it where I'm writing the songs and I'm recording them and I'm actually putting them out there for the world to hear. If you ask me, we already have enough sexual love songs. If you ask me, we already have enough. If you ask me, we already have enough. We don't really need any from me or a few other rappers or something. We don't really need any more. But trust me, at the same time, I could definitely write some. I could record some if I wanted to, and I could put them out there. But again, I care too much about my image. I want to move clean and pure on the internet. I want to move clean and pure in my music, and I want to continuously do that, continuously promote us all to a better tomorrow. And when you care about things like that, again, when you care about the kids and what is pumped into their ears, because again, the last thing I want is a kid who is a fan of me to be riding around with their parent and they play Engine to the City song. And they'd be like, you know this kid? Because you hear how he's rapping? And I'm talking about when it comes to a sexual love song. The last thing I want is for a kid to be in a car with his parent, listening to an Engine to the City song, and it's a sexual love song. And next thing you know, the parent is like, you know this kid? And trust me, it's gonna be over for me. I know it's gonna be over for me. So I'm not doing that. I'm not compromising. I'm not doing it. It only takes one song, ladies and gentlemen. It only takes one song. One song. Now I understand a lot of us listen to way worse music. Trust me, a lot of us listen to way worse music than anything I can come up with. But trust me, I could, a lot of us do listen to way worse music than anything I can come up when it comes to a sexual love song or whatever. A lot of us listen to way worse music than what I can come up when it comes to that stuff. But trust me, again, how many of those people are promoting themselves as leaders, role models, and mentors? I'm probably one of the only ones. And I'm telling you, I care too much about my brand and my image to go and compromise all that to start rapping sexual. I care about it too much. I care about what the kids are going to think of me, and I care too much about what the parents are going to think of me. I care too much, and that's why I refuse to start doing that. Or at least right now. Well, hopefully for the rest of my life. Hopefully I would die with this clean and pure image, which is what I'm really trying to do. I'm trying to live and die with this clean and pure image of mine. Now, most definitely, it's 8 minutes into this. Like I say, don't count me out towards, I can write them. Trust me, I can write them, but, I'm just not going to compromise my clean and pure image and brand to record them, put them out there, and let's see what and let's see what happens. I'm not going to do that. But, again, when it also comes to, let's probably move on from that subject. Just know that I've thought about it before. I really have, but I care too much about my brand and my image to do so. But, and some people are going to applaud me for it. Some people are going to be are going to degrade me for it. But hey, again, God Almighty is my judge and my witness. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. So, simple as that. Because it's a different thing when you are not that personally connected with your fans, and you're just putting out music to be putting it out to see how people respond to it. It's a different thing when you're not connected with your fans like that versus you are connected with your fans. You talk to them often because the majority of them you have on Snapchat because you go to school with them and you've met their parents. It's a whole different story then. When you've actually met their parents and you know their perception of you. It's a different thing when you know that when you know their parents, you know their perception of you, and you know the way the kid talks about you to the parents. It's a whole different scenario then, whole different thing that you gotta account to. You really do. Whole different thing you gotta account to, and I account to it really. I acknowledge it, and again, try to move as clean and pure as I can throughout it. Now this video is 10 minutes long. Like I say, when it comes to signing artists, period, you gotta, again, try to find the right talent. Try to, believe in them and promote them to the best of your abilities. But most definitely, like I say, it's not hard to sign female acts. Again, you just have to know boundaries, limits, rules, and restrictions, and try to keep it all in. Try to keep it. I want to say, try to keep it. I want to say, try to keep it. Oh yeah, real and classy. Let's say real. Try to keep it real and classy. Real and classy. Simple as that. Love y'all. Take care. More of the Viewpoints coming soon. God bless.